Hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday's at-home workout of the day presented to you by Progression Fitness. I'm Coach Nick, here to take you through the day. Let's get to it. First things first today, friends, your Grease the Groove practice today on Wednesday is going to be planks. Your goal is to get 10 sets of a 30-second plank for throughout the day today. Okay, your goal should be to space these out to about every 30 minutes. If you miss a couple of those intervals, that's okay. That'll give you time to make it up maybe after work or later after dinner or something like that, whatever got in the way. So know that you have the entire day to do it. And if you get more than 10 sets, fantastic, okay? Let's go ahead and we'll head to our warm-up. Our warm-up today, as usual, I'm going to send you out for 10 to 15 minutes of any kind of cardio. If nothing else, friends, this is just a great excuse to get outside for a nice walk, okay? Probably one of the most underrated exercises ever, walking. So go ahead, get outside today for at least a 10 to 15 minute walk. When you come back inside, I'm going to have you go through the following. Today, later in our workout, we have a movement called a sumo deadlift high pull. It's not one that we see super often, but it's fantastic for conditioning, especially if you're limited on what kind of weights and whatnot. It's a really functional total body movement that you're gonna like. So here's what it is. We're gonna start with 3 deadlifts, then 3 deadlift plus shrugs, and then 3 deadlift shrug high pull, or the full sumo deadlift high pull, okay? Keep it simple. And if one of those movements feels better than the others, you totally could just continue on with that movement into the WOD today if you're not able to master the sumo deadlift high pull. But again, we're thinking 3 simple things today: deadlift, shrug, high pull, okay? Notice my stance is slightly wider than a squat stance, so we'll say about a half stance or half step outside the shoulder width. Knees are driven out over my toes or just in line with them. And I just stand straight up, then I shrug my shoulders straight up, and then I pull high, okay? And honestly, when I pull high, I've gotten enough momentum from that deadlift and shrug part. I don't have to do much work with my arms when I do it well and when I do it correctly. You'll notice I added an extra rep or two just because I didn't like maybe the rep before that one, and I know what I did wrong, so I wanted to correct it right away. Go ahead, go work through the 3 deadlifts, the 3 deadlift shrugs, the 3 deadlift shrug high pulls. Go through 3 to 4 sets of that, or until you're starting to feel warm. Your warm-up should take you anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Here we go. Welcome back from our warm-up. Today for our strength portion, we just have 12 minutes of work. It's going to be 10 bicep curls, or any kind of curls, 10 rows, and then a 30-second goblet hold, okay? For the goblet hold, all we're looking for is you're gonna hold a weight out in front of your body. I'm gonna use my kettlebell today. I'm gonna hold that for 30 seconds. That's gonna get pretty intense. If you don't have a heavy weight, the further you go out from your body to hold the weight, the more difficult it becomes. It also becomes more focused on your shoulders. So you want to find that happy medium where you still have to feel your core engaged today. On the rows, again, if you have a light weight, up the reps. So go 10 on the left, 10 on the right. If you have a really heavy weight, go the other way. Go 5 on the left, 5 on the right. If you just want to make it more difficult, wrap a towel around the handle and just hold onto the towel for a towel grip row. As you see that I do that with my bicep curls. I don't have 2 heavy objects that I would like to curl, so I just curl 1 heavy object with that towel grip to make it the right level of difficulty for me today. Your goal is to work through 4 rounds of these exercises today. If you want to do an extra 5th round, by all means. If you're just getting back into things and you're feeling it, 3 rounds is okay too. 4 would be perfect. Go ahead, start your strength portion. Now it's time for our workout of the day. Today we have a 14-minute AMRAP of the following. So we're going back to that movement we practiced in warm-ups. You're gonna start the round with 12 sumo deadlift high pulls, or a variation that you practice in warm-up that you found yourself liking or comfortable with. Then you're gonna do a 100-foot run. If you're at the gym today, that's gonna be across the parking lot. Then once you get done with your 100-foot run, you're gonna do 6 up-downs, and then you'll run back across the parking lot, or 100 feet from your object, right? Back to where you started your sumo deadlift high pulls. So what happens if you don't know 100 feet or something like that, or you don't have a 100-foot distance, you're comfortable doing it, or you wanna work out inside, or the weather happens to be bad for us on Wednesday, what should you do at home? So really all you need to do is find the longest straightaway you can. As you notice, I have about a 10-foot straightaway, or a little more than that in my apartment. So I would know if I did 10 lengths, so if I go across 1, back 2, across 3, back 4, if I go 10 lengths of that shuttle run, then I know that's gonna equal about 100 feet. So that's what I would do if I was at home. If you have a longer straightaway, use it, but keep it something easy that you know about the distance. So like if you have a 25-foot distance, even better. Okay, so just be creative with how you do this today. If you're like, Nick, I don't want to run in my house, what else can I do? Hey, great day for crawling in place of that, right? Do you need to do a 100-foot crawl? Probably not, but think about like a 50-foot crawl. That would be fantastic replacement for running at home today if you're working out inside. Go ahead, friends. Let's get set up to do your workout. Make sure you go through all the movements for a couple reps. Make sure that distance is appropriate. Make sure you've practiced that 100-foot run a couple times if you didn't figure out in warm-ups, just to make sure that your legs are feeling good with the running we're doing this week. If something doesn't feel okay, make sure you switch up the movement to something like a crawl or something in place of that. There'd be nothing wrong with doing like a suitcase carry or farmer's carry today if your hamstrings or legs just weren't feeling the running. So go ahead, start your workout. Awesome work today on the workout, folks. Thank you for tuning in with us. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.